Right.
who've given up on life.
Right. And just like turn on the TV and just like, I'm just going to do this until I die.
And physically also.
Yeah.
I mean,
just
at
like,
my age,
yeah.
you can people look a lot worse than me at 70 because they stayed in the sun.
Let me swallow before you. I can't. I cannot.
I was hoping I hear
can't
those
take
words.
another. Okay, were you about to make a joke? Finally, no.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. I found one. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, what were you saying?
No,
It was important.
No, I did not want to do a spit take. No, we were talking about ageism, and you were saying, and we were talking about Biden, and we were talking about.
Oh, because I have always been, I would say this, avenging angel against ageism, and I still am there. But the Biden experience showed me that it's easy when you're, in highfalutin positions of power, which I am not the president, but, I am God in my universe in a show on a.
Created all this.
Yeah, I mean, I could see people like trying to like keep me.
Yeah. Appeased.
Like Weekend at Bernie me,
You can still do the show.
Right.
Yeah. I got a mortgage to pay.
For that reason, I am acutely aware of my own prowess or lack of it. So, like, when the time comes, I will be there.
Who will be the person to tell you that?
I don't need one. I will be that person. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I do know.
Because Biden.
I do know.
Because Biden.
Well, but I'm just saying Biden made it acutely aware, made me acutely aware that you can really get to this place where.
You kind of overestimate.
Well, you're just. I always said he can't run for president. Could he be president? Yes, he wasn't crazy or senile. He could make decisions in small rooms of advisors, which is what a president needs to do. But at a certain point, you are also the president who needs to, like, have a public face.
Yeah.
And show the people they have a leader. Trump, you may hate him. You may hate every policy. He does not look tired.
No, he is out there.
He is out there.
I mean, he's televising his cabinet meetings. I don't know that anybody has done that.
Well, he's kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, this is who I am.
This is who I am.
This is who you got.
And this is the shit that's been festering for a long time that I am not going to let festering. That's the part that's appealing to people.
Maybe that should be the name of our show. Let's not keep festering.
I like just festering. I don't think we need the other part. I think it gilds the lily.
Festering.
I think the word festering is always
something people want to wake up to.
Attractive to people.
Start your day with festering. Just festering. Bill and Cheryl. Hey, everybody. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We're taping this early. Nothing's going to happen from 3 to 6. We all know that.
I think we should start every Monday broadcast with asking about what was festering in your weekend.
You know what? I would do this in 1 second. We can start on
No, that is what you actually should do next. You should do a talk show. I don't know where.
Like a morning show or just
like I'm not even talking about, podcasts and, they're great. I'm talking about old fucking TV. I think that old fucking TV still lives on. I know it's not the newest thing, but you know what? It's still, it's
like murder.
Well, like murder.
People love it. They tune in.
Warren Buffett, the smartest investor ever, and he was always like, okay, you guys, make fun of me, and then I always invest in things like railroads and toilet paper while you're chasing the latest high-tech things, and I'm like, yeah, but you know what? People still need to wipe their ass, and they need something to get it to them that'll let them wipe their ass. So I'm going to invest in that.
Yeah.
So TV is not dead.
I agree.
TV is not dead.
People still want to connect.
I mean, I couldn't live without a TV.
I know I like TV.
It's a big thing at the end of my bed.
Yeah. I like it. Are you like,
No, I'm.
Bill?
I meant.
Are you hoping that I will say,
no.
oh, a big thing at the end of the bed? I don't know.
I only meant it literally, and then I
And then you
I
heard
realized what I
yourself,
said.
and you
But
were
it's
like,
true.
now that I said
It's a
it.
big thing at the end of my bed, and I want it to be big, and I want it to be at the end of my bed. I feel like appointment television, that's a laurel that few people can
No.
like put around their neck. I have a little bit of that left. There are still people
You
who really
do.
want to watch my show.
You know why?
When it comes on Friday night, like as it comes on.
Yeah,
it
because
was
it's-
live for almost all its run. After the pandemic made us not do it live because it was too dangerous.
Too dangerous.
I mean, it was so
To get together.
there was so much material in the pandemic. I mean, there was so much stupidity and so much hypocrisy. I mean, it was a fucking, if you couldn't hit that with a comedic arrow, it was a barn door.
Right.
Like
People were
like
too
the
upset about-
restaurant shit. Remember going to restaurants in parking
And then-
lots? Like I'm in a parking lot. And then I found out because once, soon after the pandemic, I had to take a commercial flight. I know that sounds like I'm a
I know. I'm
spoiled
sorry
asshole.
that happened to
I
you.
know it. Me too. And I'm going to write a memoir about it.
That's what my whole
But
book is about.
my private plane got broke,
I'm
and so
sorry.
I had to fly on a commercial airline. And when I saw how much they pack the people together, and I thought, I mean, during this whole pandemic, when we were all like going to the restaurants in the parking lot and wearing masks when we go to the
Right.
bed, during this whole thing,
Outside.
you were letting the planes fly, because I was on one of these planes and I saw what it was like, and there was no, and you could take the mask off to
eat, but you have to pull it
this
back
is
up
so
when you're chewing.
ridiculous that you think you were, and then people get off the plane and disperse.
Yeah.
You could not devise a better method to make sure the virus wasn't spread around the country. And yet I'm eating in the parking lot.
Yeah. No, I know. It's also in my book. I talk about that in my book because it was like, because at that time during the pandemic, you know, that's when Bobby was really questioning these types of
Protocols.
ideas, protocols, and
Distancing.
distancing.
Which, I mean, all of it was proved to be a bunch of bullshit. Now, some of it was, yes, at the beginning, we didn't know what it
didn't know.
was. But
some
there
people-
definitely was a point at
Yeah.
which we could have been like... Pivoted.
Right, because at the beginning, nobody knew, and it was like, we've never seen this before, and everybody was on board, and it's like, wow, we have never seen this before. And then as time went on, you could watch some of the governors, which once again, insider, looking out, learning about, you know, I really am understanding what governors do as
Right.
opposed to, so you watch some of the
Governors
governors.
have the power.
They really do. So state to state, you watch them make decisions about their state.
Right.
We're going to stay locked down, Newsom. We're going to stay locked down. Everybody, you know, as social distance. We're going to keep the schools locked down, the businesses locked down. And then you had other governors, and I only know this
I
because
went to Florida as soon as I could.
And so, me
And
too.
it felt like a different world. California, I felt like I was
No.
in Attica.
That is,
Like boarded up windows, and it's like, please.
I know.
Eating in the parking lot. Yeah, this is going to change a lot. I'm in the parking lot, you fucking assholes.
Well, the same. I went to Florida because my whole family lives in Florida. And when I got there, like my sister and I went to, I don't know, Target or something like that. And I got my mask out and she said, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm just, you know, getting my mask out. She goes, no, nobody does that. Like, you don't have to do that here. And I was like, really? That's crazy. And, you know, I walked through and some people had a mask on, which is fine. If that's what you want to do and that makes you feel more comfortable, then do that. But the difference between, you know, DeSantis and Newsom was like stark, right? And you have, and even people on the beaches in California.
Beaches were the best place.
No, but people were still required to wear masks.
I understand. And
And
that's
in Florida, it was like, no, go out to the beach
well,
and like get some sun and
again, sun
and
and
air
fresh
and
air.
fresh air.
as opposed to staying inside and day drinking, and which is going to make everybody put on like 15 pounds.
And
The worst thing in an epidemic that killed two kinds of people, old and fat.
obese. Well,
Old and fat.
and that's what was weird. It was like, so you would think in that moment that people would be, or the country, or the governors or whomever would say, "Oh, okay, people need to be at a healthy weight to survive COVID,
Yes.
to survive anything."
I suggested make it a national challenge. You love challenges on TikTok. Hey, here's the stick something up your ass challenge. Great. It's what all the kids are doing. Here, eat
Right.
horse manure challenge. Okay. Do that. How about
Something-
you know what? We're in a pandemic which kills obese. The fatter
There was
you
no- there
were,
was
the
nothing.
worse chances you had. Let's all lose 15.
No.
And they never even mentioned it.
No,
So don't
never.
expect my respect for you, government, if you can't even mention a key factor. I did editorials about that. Of course,
Vitamin
the usual
D, go
suspects
outside
hated
and-
me for that because we were still in the age of body positivity. Was there ever a more Orwellian idea than that fatness is positivity? It's, like
It is, that being said, as a woman,
who's not fat. What?
okay, but the idea that you're judging somebody by how they look,
I'm not judging them.
I know. But if somebody's
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Science
However-
is not in the eye of the beholder.
now you sound like Bobby, because it's like
Science is not in the. Well, I would. Yes.
because Bobby's like,
If only he
feelings
would
aren't
always
fact.
go by the science.
He does. I
Not
know you don't
always.
think.
Not always. But we don't get into minutia. But no. I mean, beauty. Yes. I mean, absolutely. Everybody should enjoy what they enjoy.
But
And
yeah, you don't have to be. But that's talking about the pendulum swinging. So the pendulum was swinging to body positivity. Like, I weigh 300 pounds and I'm okay with it. So you should be
what?
okay with it. I'm just saying, when the pendulum was swinging to body positivity and
Yeah.
somebody said, I weigh 300 pounds,
Oh, okay.
it shouldn't bother you. And it's
Right.
like,
It doesn't.
right, it doesn't. But is it healthy? I don't.
But no, that's what I mean about
Right.
the science is not in
Right.
the eye of the beholder.
Right.
The science doesn't care about your feelings. The science is, and I did an
Feelings aren't
editorial
facts.
about this before COVID. I said this was like a year before COVID, and James Corden attacked me viciously, very similar to the way who's this attacked you. Very similar, like a real nasty.
Really?
Yes, like he should he's worrying about the shit we put in our mouth. He should worry about the shit that comes out of his mouth. Kind of like.
Right.
And
Snarky.
it's such an easy argument to make. And all I was doing was presenting the facts. I was saying this was during the 2018 campaign of midterms, and the Democrats were debating each other, and the big issue was health care. And I just said, you can talk about healthcare till you're blue in the face and which person has the better program. It will never get solved until you enlist the help of the people themselves in making their health better.
Right.
And the fact that you won't even mention
Won't even
the
talk about that.
obesity issue because it would offend people,
Right.
then you have I don't respect you. And then I gave the statistics. It's like, even before COVID, obesity affects everything in your health really badly.
Yeah.
From eyesight to depression, like
Right,
everything is
right.
affected.
Diabetes,
By,
it's a
so of
lot of-
course, when a pandemic came around,
Right.
it was going to take the fatties first.
I'm so glad I was not drinking where you said that. Thank you. Thank you,
This
universe.
is a show for truth. This is a truthful show, and I'm the very old, And if I was a fat old person, I would get the vaccine too.
Which, by the way, people that were vulnerable, those are the people that should have gotten the vaccine, and people who had natural immunity, who had already had it, who were in great health, who, maybe they maybe we should have taken a step back and said, you're already healthy. You're going to be okay. You don't need this.
And it's not even saying you're against it.
Right.
What the mature answer is that, of course, medical interventions, especially of the last 100 years, are valuable. I don't want to live in a world without antibiotics. I also don't want to take antibiotics.
If I don't have to.
But if I don't, yeah, right.
Right.
But if I have to, I'm very glad they're around.
Right.
I don't want to have a vaccine unless I really think
I have to.
there are things out there that I would like fight you for the vaccine. You know, but COVID.
Gonorrhea?
COVID.
No, I'm just.
Well,
That was a bad joke at your expense.
I love a bad joke at my expense. That's what makes this show work. That's why we're #1 in the morning for the last.
We're #1. What is it called? Oh, what's
#1. That's what it's called, #1, lady.
No, what's the name of our show? It's a terrible name. Fester.
Oh, Fester.
Don't let it fester. Just Fester.
We had another name before that.
Yeah, we had another name.
But I mean,
we'll never know because we're
I don't know.
drunk and stoned.
Yeah.
And when we review the
probably
tape,
wrap it
Bill,
up.
here's what we're gonna know. When we watch this tape back, which neither one of us will do,
Ever.
we're gonna know that we're gonna have a morning show. It's only gonna be on Mondays for some reason.
No, Mondays.
And it's gonna be, and we're gonna shoot
No,
it.
Mondays is the day that we ask how if your weekend included any festering.
Festering.
But you know, these are just ideas.
No,
These are
they're
just
great ideas. We're going to shoot it at 3 in the morning because we figure that nothing is going to happen from 3 till 6, 9 the next day. And we're going to predict what's going to happen the next day. And we're going to say, here's what's probably happening today. Here's what's probably happening today. And then we'll give our best guesses, which will probably be right.
It's actually a good idea.
You know what? It's a great idea.
It actually really.
I wish I could remember the name of our show. To just let it fester. Don't let it fester. This is what festered.
All right, I'm going to squash the fester part of it. That was.
It's not attractive.
It's not.
But the first one was more attractive.
I don't remember what that one
Nobody
was, but
does.
it was.
It was like.
It's on tape somewhere. But spit take, we could call it.
By the way, there were
Spit take
3
with
spit
Cheryl.
takes in this show.
That's why I know it was a good time. Well, thank you. I kept you here, I'm sure, longer than I should have.
I would love to just keep talking with you.
I would too. I just, I could feel the crew getting restless.
They're like, when are we wrapping?
Yeah,
Time to
can
go
we
home.
go home? We have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it all night, but
I know you
okay.
could. That's what I've heard about you. Good night, everybody. Hey. Okay.
All right. Oh, and if you haven't heard by now,
Oh, yeah.
Unscripted by Cheryl Hines, it's so
It's a page
engrossing.
turner.
I read it while
You have not, but you know
I
what?
just got it. I'm going to read it. I'm like, hey, pal.
How are we doing?
Boy, I don't see you for 15 years. Now I see you twice in 3 weeks.
Amazing. Amazing, yeah.
God, you look great.
Likewise.
I mean,
Likewise. Thank you.
I know, but I didn't do what you did.
This
here.
is true. This is true.
That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
it's so much more amazing with you. And like I said to you on the show, I mean, it's like the resilience of the human body is. I said this to Matthew Perry. Horrible memory, but it's so true. It's easy to die. It's also really hard. You have to really try.
Yeah, you're right.
And you
Yeah.
tried as hard as you
Yeah.
can. And look at your skin. Really, you
Thank
should
you.
look so much worse.
Wow.
Don't you think?
Yes, most likely.
The way the
Most
body
likely.
comes back.
It's a miracle, isn't it? Yeah.
It is an
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
organism, which is why I always, if I can, will do something naturally. I'm not like anti-vax. People say that. It's just like if I can handle it with my immune system, I'd like to try that first.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then if I
it's-
can't, I'll fucking put an ice cube up my ass like you did.
When in doubt.
That's your go-to, right? Would you like one tonight, Charlie?
You know, not
don't
yet. Not yet. Let's see where this winds up. You know. But
you're
good
not-
to know. It's just right there. Yeah.
You don't hate me that I'm going to have a snort.
Oh gosh, no.
I know.
No,
I mean, but
I would-
so I appreciate that so much because some people, when they quit, they're pussies and assholes, and they're like, and you can't either. I can't even be around it.
But how is that realistic? Like, how is that like, you know, getting sober or just, you know, putting down the bottle to live in the real world?
What?
I'm saying, like, the reason I can't choose not to do it anymore is because of where it takes me, right?
Right.
But I also knew that when I quit and quit for good, that I was not going to be the guy that went around doing that exact shit.
You know who I'm talking about, though. It's very common.
Oh, yeah.
And I look. Everyone's got their thing to deal with. I shouldn't be so harsh and judge it that way. But it's annoying. It's like, you know, I have problems too.
Right.
You know, like I need to masturbate a couple of times a day. I'm not going to say, well, while we're talking, you know, if it's going to go on for a couple hours, I'm going to have to rub one out at some point. And you just have to understand.
Of course.
That's
of
my
course.
emotional
Yeah,
support animal.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. No, but it and it's even there's certain people where even when they say, no, man, do whatever you want. There's no judgment. Everything's fine. You can still feel it. You can still see it in their eyes. They're still over there going, you know, like just kind of.
Right. They're just saying that because that's the line that they were given in the script of wokeness,
Right.
or whatever phase of that they're on. By the way, I had your erstwhile partner here, John.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that episode. Yeah, it was interesting. It kind of took a turn, didn't it?
Well, I mean,
Is that a polite way to describe it?
what? Look, I have a TV show. I did this because I wanted something different, and it is different.
Sure,
The
yeah.
TV show I work on all week, and I work hard, and I make it. It's a different kind of animal, and I try to make it as perfect as I can. This, I just show up. I barely know who's here. I'm totally wasted. You know, it goes where it goes.
Sure,
It flows
sure.
like the river. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And to me, that's a great other way to do a show. And I mean, yes, we got along like drunk and disorderly. We did not meet, you know, perfectly, and I probably should have been, I don't know, more gentle. But he's very woke. But I thought, you know, it always ends friendly. I hope he likes me. I like him.
Yeah,
I really do.
I do too. I mean, I haven't seen him in years.
And you should.
But the memories I have of what we, you know, the time we shared together and the things we created together are fabulous.
If you two went on the road, like with a show, like Sunshine Boys or Odd Couple.
I mean, wow. Yeah,
he's
that's
perfect
interesting.
for the Odd Couple.
Yeah, he is.
Because he's Felix.
Yeah.
And you're Slabo.
Sure. Yeah. Or do we flip those roles? Nah,
Yeah,
that would be
yeah.
a force fit. Yeah, that would be, that would be a disaster.
Let's file that under worst ideas ever. Can we just?
No, I had the worst idea ever years ago.
What was that?
With the torpedo tour. So that box has already been checked. But second worst idea.
Yes and no. I mean,
Oh, jeez.
no, only because I said it because, like, you were at the time a legitimate folk hero, and yes, it went off the rails, and you did it too. You know, once you had that status, I felt like you could have, the line opened up, and you should have ran for a nice 25-yard gain, but you fucked it up after. But you did open a line there in the football analogy. It's hard to be a folk hero. That's what you were at that moment. Like, people were like, this guy, maybe he's nuts, but boy, I am so connected to someone who's giving the finger to the establishment, who's like, just, even if it was vague or weird or driven by ego, it didn't matter. It's just the feeling of it was electric. It was,
Wow.
and it was also cathartic.
Interesting.
To
Wow.
people who, you know, that was a big appeal of it.
Yeah, I think it was that reaction to it that really fueled it in a way that I wasn't anticipating. I mean,
How could it not?
that thing could have gone on for a couple days and petered out. And you know, thanks for tuning in. But it kind of took on a life of its own.
No, I'm telling you, there is a separate category called folk hero,
Right.
and like
Right.
like who were some of them? Like Wild Bill Hickok, or you know, them,
sure.
so people like that. People like, I should be able to think of some off the top of my head, but I can't. But I know what I'm talking about,
Sure.
sort of. That the kind of person. Sometimes they're Bonnie and Clyde, maybe.
Okay.
Bonnie and Clyde were folk heroes. That's absolutely true. Even though they were criminals, the people in the Depression were being fucked by the banks.
Right.
And they
Okay.
were fucking the banks.
Interesting.
So
Got it.
they,
Got it. Got
the
it.
enemy of my enemy.
Right. Could Lenny Bruce have been a folk hero during like all the censorship when he got arrested and that whole?
What a great question.
Or did it not last long enough? Did it have legs?
I think he was a folk hero, but not really, because he appealed more to the intelligentsia.
Interesting.
And the
Okay.
folk hero was more the masses.
Got it.
You
Got
know.
it. Okay. But it's a trip that you say that, because there's a thing I talk about in the book where, you know, the world I woke up into wasn't the one I said goodnight to 6 hours earlier. And I woke up into folk ballads and rap songs and people on the march, you know, and it was like this whole thing. I didn't really get a vote, like, or get to influence or you know, dictate any part of that. It was just happening, you know, and it was a lot of energy to absorb and a you know, pretty crazy wave to just try to navigate, you know.
You know, you and Sean Penn have something in common. I know you were friends with him. It's in
Yeah, I
the thing,
love
but
Sean, yeah.
it's like you both have a very poetic way. You know, I have letters from years ago that Sean, little notes, you know, we saw something he liked on the show or something, before we were like really good friends.
Right.
And I was like, wow, this guy, what a writer. And then he wrote a couple of interesting books, you know, and you really have a turn of the phrase. I mean, even before I read the book, I would see it when you would just talk.
Thank you.
You know, it was, yeah, where does that come from? Your father?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably started there. Yeah, it was a very creative household to grow up in, you know. And then the other one, my second home was the Penn's home.
Oh, really?
That's where,
Yeah.
that's, you know, that's where a lot of it took place. A lot of the influences, you know, a lot of the colors.
I mean, when I was a kid, we went to the Jersey Shore for like 2 weeks in the summer. That was like our vacation.
Okay.
My father, El Cheapo, bought a house after there was a storm on the Jersey Shore.
The property,
a hurricane.
the value went down and he swooped
Well,
in.
it was literally declared a disaster area.
Oh.
So he bought a complete two-story, not fancy, but for $18,000.
Okay, all right.
$18,000 in 1964.
That's amazing. It's a year before I was born. Wow.
Right.
Damn.
And I wish I hadn't been born then, because we had to clean it. You know, like we would rent it out for the summer. It was a moneymaker. But then we would take 2 weeks of a run. So we went to the Jersey Shore. So I have great memories of, you know, life by the sea.
Right.
But to live, like, you had life by the sea always when you're in Malibu.
Yeah, to an
No?
extent. We're on a promontory called Point Doom. I'm sure you're familiar with the area, and it's elevated above, you know, the beaches that Malibu's known for, like Zuma. And
So you didn't, like, go into the water every day?
I didn't. No.
Did he?
No.
I know he's a big
yeah, he
surfer.
was a surfer.
Yeah.
But his brother was and wasn't. His brother Chris, who I adored. It was my best friend growing up.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, who sadly passed at like, Jesus,
I know.
40. Yeah.
What was that from?
I think enlarged heart that went
my God.
undiagnosed or
See, that's-
unobserved. Yeah.
That's why there's no God. You're here and you're fine and your skin looks great.
Thank you.
And this poor bastard did nothing.
I know.
And
He just doesn't wake up one day. Well, he did have a run with the blow and the booze and like
Right.
that.
But it didn't affect him. I mean, it affected him in a way it didn't you.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's just some of us just have a constitution. I think they're finding this gene, like they're calling it the longevity gene.
Okay.
I think it's a lot in Ashkenazi Jews.
Oh.
You say it like
Red rules me out.
yeah, right. Father, I gotta say, I've always been such a big fan of his. I mean,
Has he ever been? Have you guys ever done
No,
anything
but I would
together?
love to do
Have you guys wound up at a rally together?
could you-
or
a
have you guys,
rally?
Have you guys carried a picket sign together?
for what?
I don't know. Just some.
I don't go
some,
to rallies.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
either.
It's not like
I don't either.
I'm not dissing the people who do go, and rallies have done some great things.
Right.
And some of it is just performative and bullshit. And I'm not good. I tried the pussy hat on, Charlie.
Yeah.
Just looked ridiculous. I'm not good in pink. It's just
Right.
not my color. But you know, a cause. It's always good to have a. That's what you do. You have a cause? Do you have so you know, Jerry Lewis had muscular dystrophy. And,
Jeez. I currently do not.
see, this is what we need.
So
this is the.
Is there one you're aligned
This is
with
the
that I could
final-
just kind of draft in behind?
Are you kidding? I've got
There-
several in
Do you?
mind.
Okay, good,
No.
good.
But like this is like I feel the final step of your
Oh,
rehabilitation.
geez. Wow. To align myself with a
well,
cause, yeah.
There's one that's dear to my heart. I
Okay.
think we could bring you in on.
Okay.
Hot Tubs Without Borders. Just think about it.
Borders.
It's on brand.
It's got a great ring. Wow. What is the border part of a hot tub, though?
You know, we don't ask questions like
Okay.
that.
All
We
right.
just,
Is it where they're able to be imported? Is it
all
where
right,
they're
fuck
able
that one.
to?
Here's the real one. This
Okay.
is sex changes
Okay.
for emotional support animals.
Okay. All right. I mean, I can get behind that. You know.
Because what support does the emotional support animal get? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. That's a really good
You know,
point.
like
yeah.
who drills the dentist cavities?
Right, right. And then the animals can't really complain about what went wrong or what's going right, you know?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, causes. I mean, but see, that's the thing, John. As we were talking, got back to that.
Sure.
John, you know, he's.
Can I crack one of these? Do you mind?
Of course.
Okay.
That's your beer.
It is my
we
beer.
Should, we
It
should.
is my beer. Do you want to taste it or you don't drink?
I don't drink beer, but
Okay.
I would love to taste it. and
I think it's pretty good. I think we
Well,
came up with a pretty good one. Sorry for the shameless
I don't-
plug in the middle of
no.
something
we're
poignant.
going to do shameless
Okay.
plug. In fact,
Cheers. Here's to
watch
you.
me fucking nail
Here's
this.
to you.
Watch this.
Okay.
Wow. That's easily the best beer I've ever tasted.
I love it. Thank you.
Actually, it is.
Okay, good.
It's so much more mild without the liquor.
Yeah, but
I
it's,
never
it's
liked beer because it's too heavy.
interesting.
This
Yeah,
doesn't
it's-
feel heavy.
Beer can be like a meal, right?
I hated it. Always
Yeah,
did.
interesting.
And the people who drank it.
Well, for me, it's interesting because there's this whole movement towards mocktails. You know. Thank you for the lovely review, by the way.
Oh, no, it actually is very good.
That's so nice to hear. Thank you. And the mocktails don't taste anything like the booze they're trying to impersonate, right? Or emulate, or something. But the beer, the thing about the beer that's great is it's still beer, just with the booze extracted. You know.
Yeah, I guess you have to like that particular sensation on your palate, on your tongue. I mean, I never kind of did, but for people, look, if you want beer without the shitty taste, that doesn't give you a big belly and doesn't get you arrested and stuff, this is the one.
Wild AM?
Wild as fuck. No, it's actually, I could actually drink one of these, and I've never said that about a beer.
That's amazing.
And I really
Wow.
don't want, you know, with a lot of calories in,
Sure.
in the,
Yeah,
this
there's
one
only,
is not, right?
70?
That's
It's
easy.
pretty, yeah.
Yeah, there's more than that in what I'm drinking.
Now, what was the tincture that was added? What am
Oh,
I?
my-
Was that something
here we go.
homeopathic, or was that something like super groovy and cool? I mean, it looked really because you did it so casually,
I
just
know,
like
because everybody
And I'm
is.
gonna add this, and then
Yeah, Jing. I drink it.
Jing.
Jing is a way to add this little tincture to sparkling water, and you
Okay.
have diet soda without any chemicals.
Oh,
So, you know, health, not that I am.
okay. Are you sponsored by Jing?
I,
I'm just curious.
Jing should blow me and send my kids to college is what they should do, sponsored. I don't even have kids, but yeah, I mean, every week people ask me, but also I like them. They're great people. They're sincere and also I think talented and knowledgeable about, and I'm always looking for things. Look, I'm 70. You have
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to
Wow.
like.
Whatever you're doing, don't.
I'm doing Jing.
Okay. Yeah. Don't.
I'm doing Jing and
stop.
pot.
Good. Don't stop anything you're doing.
I feel that
Seriously,
way.
I mean, who has the right to say otherwise?
Oh my God. Every week I can't. Charlie, you did a Vietnam movie. how the fuck did they burn down half of that country with these
With a
shitty lighters?
Zippo?
I can never. Every week I bring it, and now it's not just locked up. Now it's really mad at me.
I wound up in rehab one year with the heir, this kid named George, to the Zippo throne. That's the whole story. I don't know where it goes, and I felt bad because he couldn't really even use the products properly, and he was the guy who was going to step in and run that empire, the Zippo empire. I wonder how George is doing these days.
They seem so reliable for everybody else. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like
Can I take a look? Or
yeah, but now it's like it got locked. Now it's just like no, that never happened. But
oh, your Flint.
I mean, you put the thing. You put the Flint in the back.
Well, you
right?
put the
you saturate
the fluid. Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm doing it.
When's the last time you changed the Flint?
I don't. This one is obviously dead. I'm not going to send this to the Flint repair shop. But
let's call George.
But it wasn't.
Maybe he's figured it out by now.
Did you used to have like a bowl in your house where you put like cocktail napkins with numbers?
From girls?
Yeah. I hope from girls. I mean, we know what happened later, but I'm assuming girls.
That took time to get there. But did I have a bowl?
Like
no,
that thing?
No.
See that,
my thing was,
You didn't need
it was
to.
a trip. I would sometimes collect, like out in like a night out on the town, so many business cards. But then, we will wind up so completely hammered, ultimately make it home most of the time. And then I could sort of travel back through the night by going through the cards and just trying to remember where this person was and then what they do for a living, why I was speaking with them. And occasionally there were women's numbers on those cards. So it wasn't just as lame as that story was feeling like it was heading, Yeah.
There are kids who are listening to this and going, what the fuck is a business card? But yes, I think a business card is still awesome.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I had one made one year with just my name on it. And so I'd hand it to people and sort of get on the move, right?
That's very cool.
And they'd be like, hey, and they think they had all my info, right? And all they have is Charlie Sheen, and it just said actor. It's pretty.
It's a flex.
Kind of a dicky move, though, and it's a little dickish, a little bit.
It's a flex.
Okay.
But it's one you earned.
Thank you. Thank you. And they were black and had a nice gold thing around it, So
You ever see?
I thought it through. Wait, I'm sorry. Was your quest for fire achieved? Did you?
Quest for fire.
For your. Did you? Did you solve it? I don't want you sitting here smokeless, man.
No. That's why we have the Bics.
Okay, you got
they
the
look
Bic.
like shit, and
But
they always work.
Gosh, they're reliable.
Yeah. Just like Gen Z. No, I kid.
Hey, wait a minute.
No.
What do you? Is that like a cigarillo, or is that a?
This is pot we grow right here on my property.
Awesome.
I say we like I'm out there with a hoe.
What's her name?
I'm in there with a hoe.
I love it.
No, right on my land.
Wow, and do you have to get like a permit for that, or you just wave to the drone as it flies over?
No.
How does that
Well, it's
work?
just one plant, but
okay. Is it a robust plant? Is it healthy?
I think it's very good.
Wow, did you name it? Because I have a plant and named it.
Yeah.
It's just a little house plant. It's not a weed plant.
Yes, I named it Doobie.
Okay. That's
appropriate.
Yeah, mine is Otis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's legal. It's 2025.
Right. Okay, good to know.
we're in California.
But if you plant a certain amount, then you got to get some kind of permission or you got to talk to somebody down at City Hall. No, nothing like that. Just fucking grow away. Just dump seeds all over the lawn and let it happen. Is that how it goes?
I don't. I'm not. I probably should have thought these things through.
I mean, I'm just curious.
No.
I'm just curious. Now, do you have a green thumb, or do you have a horticulturist sort of vibe about these things, or not even close?
No. No. I'm a rich landowner. I
love it.
I
love it.
Juan Valdez. He looks at the beans individually.
Right.
He cares so deeply about them. No, I'm inside doing inside things and making business cards. I had the same thing. People would give me business cards,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and sometimes like I was drunk also, not like you, but I had quite a time when, I mean, Hollywood remembers I was quite the terror there in the 90s. And made a lot of people who didn't, you know, I'm going to say enemies, but I didn't do myself any favors with the press.
Got it.
You know,
Got it, yeah.
you know, that era when, as they say, you'd go to the opening of an envelope.
Right.
Because you're new as being a star, and it's like, oh, they're inviting me to this premiere, and then you're sloshed with some bimbo. It's just a bad look, but you know,
Sure.
you use these events to have dates, you know,
Right.
to impress a date.
Right,
And it's
yeah.
like, and then it was just bad. But I remember people give me business cards, and sometimes when I was in asshole mode, right as I was talking, I'd oh, thank you so much, and I'd start cleaning my teeth.
Well, it is the perfect tool for that, isn't it?
I know, but talking about a dick move.
Yeah, but well, I may steal that.
Don't.
No,
It's-
don't. No,
no,
don't.
because
Okay.
this poor guy,
But Cato could get away with that
Cato,
because he would do it in a way that it was a part of the thing,
but
right?
he
it would
never
be
would do that.
right. but
'cause
if he
he's a
did-
sweet guy.
Isn't he lovely? Yeah,
A sweet guy
yeah.
from the Midwest.
I know. I need to reconnect with him.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We were
Okay.
asshole buddies for a long time.
I know, yeah,
We
yeah.
spent a lot of time.
He was my conduit to get to you after
Right.
I saw
That-
your movie, and I was like, I need to sit with this man.
That's right. That is how we got connected
Yeah.
through Cato.
I was like, find me Bill Maher, bring him to me, and we met at the Polo Lounge.
Yes,
it was a lovely night.
It was a totally lovely
Yeah.
night. I didn't remember all that, but maybe I never knew all that. But yeah. Oh no.
Anyway, I sidetracked you. Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
there's sidetrack in this place with this shit. I like.
There's no track to
we'd
go.
Have to go. We'd have to go the breadcrumbs back to. You know, we were talking about I don't know your father and
We
Sean.
were at a
and, like,
protest. We were at a
things.
protest with John
Oh,
Pryor. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your father then, because I just loved your father. I mean, from the get, right?
Right.
From something he did, like a TV movie that was even before he was a movie star that I saw
Like
him in.
California Kid or
something like that.
super cool, or Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was like you remember the movie of the week?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Right.
those were events.
Sometimes they were the way in that era that they addressed issues.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
that was not just a regular TV show, except for All in the Family kind of changed that, but other people didn't really dare. Norman Lear had that kind of to himself. But if you wanted to address an issue, like I remember David Jansen, and
he was a Night Stalker, right?
what?
Wasn't there a show? Wasn't he?
David Jansen was The Fugitive.
The Fugitive. Okay, there was another show.
No,
that did-
Harrison Ford did the movie, but that's The
Got
Fugitive
it,
was a
okay.
great show.
Okay.
But he did and he talked like this. He had a gravelly voice.
Yeah.
And he and Angie Dickinson.
Of course. Yeah, she was a mainstay in that lane, wasn't she?
She was a mainstay of my masturbation.
I mean, why not? I mean, right? I mean, that's the tip of the spear at the time, you know. No pun intended. See, the things that fall out, you can't.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, you can't plan them.
You don't need to be drunk to have fun.
I appreciate- I appreciate that.
Isn't it true though? You think you need that crutch?
Yeah, and you know, the
People
only
who get drunk and high. I don't know what to do with them, Charlie.
you know, it's fine. The only thing that I think it's rooted in fantasy. The only thing I miss about drinking is the first hour. The first hour is the best hour in the known universe.
It's kind of like
after-
Folgers for you. Remember the Folgers commercial? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Yeah, of course.
You
yeah.
would say vodka.
Yeah.
Not Folgers.
No. But
you know-
yeah, it's just that it was that first hour when just everything just made perfect sense, and then didn't for those next couple hundred hours.
Well,
you know?
we talked about this in real time, that the real evil of drugs is that they don't work as well over time, both in the day and long run.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Yeah.
your thing was, and it was a great insight, that when you were shitty to people, you weren't mad at them. You were mad at the drug for not working as it was earlier in the day, earlier in the week, month, and year.
Sure.
And I know
Sure.
that same feeling.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It's a resentment like no other.
come
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's find a vein. Not that we did heroin.
Right.
We didn't.
I didn't. No, I didn't either. I think that's the reason I'm still sitting here.
Right.
Is that's a drug I just drew just an embargo from
Right.
since I was a child. When I
Right.
was like, I don't know, like 11, 12 years old, without even really, probably saw it in a movie, and decided that's something I need to avoid
Yeah.
this entire lifetime.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's something middle-class kids tend to do. There's just something about heroin. Marijuana was that way for my parents' generation. Like my mother at the end, when she was a widow the last 15 years, pot would have been so great for her. It would have solved all her problems.
Interesting.
She didn't laugh enough. She was underweight. You know, she could have used a whole bunch of new friends. You know, it would have solved all her problems. And I couldn't get her to smoke pot.
Wow, even just once.
No, because World War II generation, it was just like, and I think for us, that was heroin. You know, it's like,
okay.
it's just not what us middle-class kids
No,
do, you know?
no,
We're
yeah.
bad and we'll be bad and we'll think we're bad. And,
Right.
But we just don't go there.
It was such an other side of the tracks vibe to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or just back alleys or
But, you know, you can obviously, I mean, drinking. I mean, so you were drinking. Oh, that reminds me, when I was talking about David Jansen.
right. I'm
The
sorry.
issues. No, I want to get back to
Sure.
your liquor, but David Jansen and Angie Dickinson, who I once had dinner with at Sue Menger's house and was so awesome. And everybody tried to get her to drop a dime on JFK because we kind of know that she fucked him.
Okay.
They were on Ocean's 11 together.
Okay.
And she would, all these years later, and she would not do it.
Wouldn't give it up.
Would not.
Wow. But
And it was-
would she deny it in a way where you could? Was there a gleam?
It was
there
just
the,
so
like.
it was classy. I don't know. This was like 15 years ago, but and we've sort of corresponded a little since. She's such a great lady, but it was just like to me so regal and so
Interesting.
such integrity that all these years later, and this is like Sue Mengers, you know, I mean, the
Yeah.
super agent
Sure,
Bette Midler
yeah.
did the show about her.
Right.
She'd have these dinner parties, amazing people, always like some of the A-list, old guard Hollywood, on the new list A-listers. And, you know, Angie was there one night, and, you know, very high-level gossipy people who you'd think you'd want to impress. And she was like, you're not getting that out of me. Whatever me and JFK did is dying, going to the grave with me.
Wow.
I just...
That was the vibe, or those are the actual words?
No,
Or
no,
where
that's
she
the
was like,
vibe.
oh,
That's
no,
the-
no,
no,
we're
that's-
not talking about
That's
that
the
stuff.
vibe. I don't know what she did. She was much
Interesting.
classier about it. Anyway, she and David Jansen did this movie of the week, and the issue, I think it was called something like A Sensitive, Passionate Man. Something
Okay.
like that. I mean,
That's-
as awful as that is, I
Right.
think that was
Yeah.
the...
1975 or
Yes,
6.
very.
Yeah.
And he was a drunk. It was about being a drunk. And she's the wife. And he's got the house in the suburbs, you know, and there's a scene where he comes home like, you know, and he's, you know, there's a scene where he first of all is putting the vodka in the orange juice at the breakfast table in the
Right,
morning.
right.
The kids don't know. And then passing out on the front lawn. I remember that scene and Angie coming in.
So they delivered like the clunky version of it, like the real, like there's
I mean,
not the
I was probably a teenager. I was impressed.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it was
Yeah.
like new to have like, wow, you know, this is serious shit. I mean, this guy's a drunk. Like, I mean, they did it in the movies.
Right,
Days
right.
of Wine and Roses.
Right, yeah.
It's a great
sure.
movie about drunks. And Lost Weekend was 1945.
Wow.
Ray Milland.
Wow.
And he's got the liquor in the chandelier. Did you ever see Days of Wine and Roses?
I don't think so.
Oh.
It's, you know, but I'm familiar with it.
It's Jack Lemmon.
Yeah, I knew it was Jack Lemmon.
And Lee
yeah,
Remick,
Yeah.
who I think also fucked JFK.
He's-
But she blabbed about it. No, I'm kidding. No, but I think he fucked her too. Any blonde actress, I think, in the day was, you know, just fair game for the Kennedys.
Right. Yeah.
But Days of Wine and Roses is I mean, you don't need it anymore, but, you know, the famous scene is he and Leah, they're drunks, a married couple, and they're loving it. But you know, then they have to they lose everything, and they have to go live with the parents because they've lost everything.
Got it. Okay.
But now they're sober. So, you know, it's like stay on the straight and narrow. And they live with the parents, and the father has a greenhouse that he you know, is his pride and joy. Greenhouse with all his plants and stuff. And so they're doing fine, they're not drinking, and Jack Lemmon hides at one point a flask in the I guess when he was just there and he was just getting, okay, and he hides it somewhere in one of the plants in the greenhouse. And they're doing fine and doing fine and doing fine. And one night they have one drink, and then they want another and another. And he goes into the greenhouse to find that flask, and he can't find it.
Can't remember where he put it.
And it's
wow.
just destroyed.
Wow.
Like every plant.
I need to watch this.
It's
because
just
that flask for me is other things. Yeah.
other like crack.
Like crack or like a bag of something or pills, whatever, and something very small in a very large house with 10,000 places it could be is like a bad combination for a guy who needs to get down in that moment, you know.
I've hid drugs in the house and forgotten where they were, and had that. I have had that. I didn't tear my house apart, but
right. It's awful, isn't it?
I know. You'd think at the moment you were hiding it,
Right.
be smarter, and go, okay, it's in the drawer with the stuff chicks left at my house.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty specific. Unless there's 10 drawers like that. I mean, who knows, right?
In your house.
I mean, it depends
there
how
were-
forgetful the girls are at that point, I think.
You never want to give back the wrong item.
That's a great point. Yeah,
got your
that's-
panties.
Yeah.
Those aren't my panties.
Yeah, I don't wear that color.
That's just not dialogue you want
No.
to hear.
No.
And, you just want to bag it and tag it.
Bag it and tag it, yeah.
I mean,
okay,
these are
see?
just tips for upcoming Mac artists, which, by the way, may sound terrible, but we need more. Country is, in a very bad way, the younger generations, they don't have as much sex as our generations did. They don't. They can't stand each other's politics, the men and the women.
Right.
They also grew up on the phone.
Yeah, no, it's hard to, develop a relationship with anyone when you spend most of your time staring at your hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and nobody looks up anymore.
Right.
Nobody looks out anymore. It's just,
always
and I
say-
see people crossing the street.
If you stare at your hand, you'll wind up using your
You know
hand.
what I mean, right? It's the next logical thing, right?
And also, throw into that mix also, because they so went bananas, not that it wasn't certainly justified, Me Too movement and all that, men got away with way too much. It's great that they're playing with 5 fouls now. But there is a fear, and this went on before Me Too, like college campuses, for 20 years have had policies that, almost, I think some of them had, you needed written consent to go to the next level, second base, sign
Seriously.
here. Well, I think that's not the typical, but what I'm saying is, as a college student, you could be absolutely prosecuted for having sex with someone just because they were drunk.
Right. Right, yeah.
It's very hard to police that delicate moment where friendship becomes physical intimacy. Somebody has to make a move. Something has to change to go from we're not touching each other sexually to we are.
Right.
And when you have to sign for it first, it is a bit of a mood
It's a
killer.
bit of a buzzkill, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's on the guys.
It is.
Traditionally to make the move.
Of course it is.
And it's always just been that way.
And women, God love them, all they ever want in life is just to do it well, just to make the move well,
Right.
just to make that transition. That is what a gentleman is. Someone who can make that transition. It's not like they don't want to transition with you
Right.
to intimacy. They have needs like
Sure.
we do, I've read. They just do it well. Just do it. Don't do it clumsily. Don't do it scarily.
Right. Don't do it aggressively.
Don't be too much of a pussy.
Yeah.
That's also annoying.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, there's a show I watched called The Rehearsal. Did you see The Rehearsal? Do you know about this?
I've heard of it. What is that?
Yeah, it's a guy that he builds scenarios for people to practice something they're afraid of in life.
Oh,
And he does
yes.
a perfect replica of a situation, and they get to go through it until they finally can apply that and solve the problem that's with the person or that thing that they need to overcome.
Who's the guy who does it?
Nathan.
Nathan. Yes, he had that
yeah.
other show where he solved people's problems.
I think that,
This is a little different.
It's a different one.
He's the same
okay,
guy.
okay.
He's very funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, really inventive, really smart. Yeah.
But also dry,
Right.
like low key.
Yeah.
Almost sad sack comic kind of. It's
Totally. Yeah. He's a trip. There's just a thing in the second season of that where he can't get this one guy just to make the move to kiss the girl goodnight. And even if it's just on the cheek.
Right.
And the work he puts in to get this dude just to like be courageous enough.
Yes.
And they practice it, and he can't even do it in the practice settings, in the rehearsal settings. And you're sitting at home yelling at the television like a moron, but hoping that that's the motivation that will finally get him to deliver a peck on the cheek.
Charlie, I think we have found our cause, our charity.
Yeah, how about it?
Really, I once gave a fake TED talk on my show about teaching guys game.
Okay.
They really do need someone to teach. Who better than Charlie Sheen?
Just
to
saying.
teach game.
To teach what you know, right? They tell writers to write to what they know.
Now they're going to say, well, Charlie didn't even need game, which is true. But I also remember from the documentary, Denise Richards saying,
I was a little shy, a little bit, old-fashioned.
She said, he's not at all what people think.
Yeah, it was nice to hear that. Yeah.
You remember that?
I do. Yeah, I remember it well.
And it was very sincere. I mean, she was blubbering at the time.
Right. Yeah, kind of got away from her, didn't it? A little bit, yeah.
Well, I feel like, she obviously still loves you.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, love is eternal. Passion is often not. I mean, I always use the analogy of passion, sex. That's the ocean wave. It's exciting. It pounds the shore. Love is the shore. That stays there.
I like that. I like
the
that.
tides come in and out.
Sure.
But the shore stays. And I think we both have had the experience of loving someone passionately, and then it morphs into something else.
And do you think the moon has a role as well?
The moon?
The moon, because it controls the tides.
Oh.
Do you think there's something, or have I taken it to just a place
you
where
think
it doesn't?
controls my dick too? Like
I mean,
the moon?
I wasn't drawing that exact connection, but
no, I think if someone has a nice moon, the relationship will last a little longer. But
Okay.
you know what? I always say there's only so many fucks in the can, and then and that's just life. I mean, I could gild that lily and pretend it's not so, but whenever these people get divorced in the media, the celebrities, and they're always like, what went wrong in the marriage? Nothing went wrong.
Right.
They're married 20 years. That's what went wrong. Time.
Interesting.
Time went wrong.
Right.
Everybody gets tired of each other because they're on top of each other all the time.
So how do you feel about married couples that still have like a date night, like on year 23?
Please put a bullet past my tongue if I ever have to have a fucking date night, okay?
Just saying, 'cause I cringe at those. I mean, they're cute, and they're kind of, I'd like to root for it, but I know how they're both feeling at that dinner.
To schedule sex is just so gross. It's the worst perversion there is. I have been many times, certainly not, my recent years, thank you, Jesus, but in my younger years, I mean, the horniest times of my life, high school, college was awful. Early on in my career, living in New York, no money, no nothing, no prospects. Like, I have many of those years, like, very little sex, just really just horny, masturbating a lot.
Yeah.
okay, I can get through that. It's like prison. I can do that standing on my head if I have to.
Right.
I can do the 5-year stretch. What I can't do is the fake. What I can't do is, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I never got married.
Yeah.
I just, and
Were you ever close to marriage? You think?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you? Were you ever engaged?
Yes.
For how long was the engagement?
Oh, I don't know, like a year. I mean, it was just, you know, I've said this before on this show, but like there's bad things about being 70. But if I had the choice of being 35 with that stupid thing in my head at 35, I'd still pick this age.
Interesting.
Because,
Wow.
you know, it just, I mean, a lovely person, but like you don't even know who's like the right person to marry sometimes. You just, you know, it's like, it's a combination of lust and newness and somebody likes me and we're having a great time. And that's, you know, and then you don't really wait long enough to see if it's, and then, you know.
Or the people wait and wait and wait and wait, and everything's great, or as great as it can be, waiting that long. And then they do get married, and it falls apart, like inside of that first year, or a couple years later, or.
Well, sometimes that's because men, problematic, just that, men, they have a way of hiding in the weeds and then emerging. I've certainly heard this from so many women I know, you know, ex-girlfriends or just friends or whatever, but they have some story about some guy who was great, and then he became this completely different person. Sometimes it's after the marriage because it's like, oh, we're married now. You can't go anywhere. Now we're married and I can, you know, and it's,
Turns into a power control thing.
well, they just like they can put on an act of being nice
Right.
for a year, for 2 years, but it's not really who they are. They're not really nice. And then when they have finally got the control,
Right.
for whatever, maybe it's not marriage, but they feel in control, the woman is in love with them, and
Right.
then they become this thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know, we were bad in our way, but we weren't that.
No, we never like revealed that like we were going to be the guy.
Yes.
That they fell in love with or got to know or got to, you know.
We didn't pretend we were not bad.
Right.
We were bad boys,
Yeah.
but not like evil boys.
No.
Not and certainly not rapey boys.
No.
Not, yeah.
No, nothing like that.
No. What can you do? I mean, people are going to say shit. I mean, you certainly have given them ammunition. I mean, you can't deny that.
Of course. I mean,
But like I said on the show, and I was so glad I said it, you know, did some bad things, but not a bad guy.
I
think
really appreciate that.
No, and I think so
No,
many
that was-
people mention that to me, and
Yeah,
I
no,
feel
it
like they
was-
really, they think that nails it.
people have come up to me in the street with that quote.
They should,
Yeah.
because it does nail it.
Yeah. No, it's.
And I think it also resonated because there's a bigger mood, I think, brewing in this country that we all have to have that attitude more. We went a little Puritan there for quite a while.
Yes, we did.
I mean, this is part of
Yes.
what I was arguing with John about,
Got it.
wokeness and
Right.
that over-wokeness. And they became the Puritans. They became the people with the stick up their ass, the people who were even more judgmental.
Of course.
And, you know, yes, people do some bad things. We used to have a greater sense of grace after time served. And, you know, it just became very performative about we're the good people. And it's very important to us that you know that we're the good people and the bad people, well, you know, nothing is too bad for them. And it's like, no, you know, we don't all want to be judged by our worst moments. Or in your case, moments.
Right. Sure. Yeah. Racked them up, you know?
But you were consistent.
I was consistent. There
And
you
like-
go. Yeah.
Like when you did that Super Bowl ad, I was like, wow, that guy has a kind of a likability.
You talking about the Planters ad, where
Yeah.
where I'm on the bus bench?
Did you do another Super Bowl commercial I should know of?
I did not.
What year was
Did
that?
not.
It was only a few years ago.
That was probably 3 or 4 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, people, just want to like you.
What's my line in that? I say, oh, and
Crazy.
people say I'm nuts.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which was smart.
It was pretty good.
Smart
It was
ad.
pretty good. Yeah.
They must-
You know, the writers of that spot didn't come up with that. There was an assistant of mine.
Is that right?
Yeah, and we'd done a few takes, and whatever that line wasn't working, and he came up and just whispered in my ear,
Wait a
what
second.
do you think about people say I'm nuts, and I'm like, I like it. Yeah,
So-
it was Steve.
These professionals are making an ad for nuts, right?
Right. And they
And they
missed the most obvious. Yeah. So his nickname was Cy, short for Cyborg, and Cy whispered in my ear.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. And then
Wow.
I did that one. They were like, yeah, use that. And that's what wound up on the air. Yeah. That was that was Tampa, Kansas City, correct? When Brady dismantled them?
Oh, who the fuck
I
remembers
think
things
it
like
was,
that?
yeah. Yeah, because it was Super Bowl 55. And because I can chart the Super Bowls because I'm the age of the Super Bowl each year. So I don't have to figure out all the fucking L's and X's and all that shit. You know what I mean?
What are we up to?
This will be Super Bowl 60.
Right, because you're going
Yeah.
to be 60.
I'm 60 now. September 3rd, yeah.
I had a 60th birthday party in this room. Sean was here.
Was it? Yeah.
He read a poem, or not read, recited.
That he wrote for you for your birthday?
No. It was one. I don't know, but it went on for a very long time.
Wow.
I mean, it was amazing. It was an amazing performance. It was like and hats off to the Tipperary man from the and it was something that somebody wrote
Right.
200 years
It was
ago that
festive, though.
something that festive. Yes.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
was like whoa.
Damn.
I mean, this guy.
Yeah, Sean. He will deliver.
No one is. I've said this publicly. I wrote it. Gave it to Maureen Dowd when she did a thing about him. Like, you could not come up with a script that is more interesting than his actual life. You know, the El Chapo thing, and the Katrina, and the
Right.
Castro, and the
Right.
Hugo
Ukraine
Chavez.
thing,
and
yeah.
just like talk about a guy who walks the walk.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
He-
and with the Haiti thing, you know,
Haiti,
when
yes.
all the media left, and Sean was like,
Yeah.
and then they were like, well, why are you still here? He was like, because I came here to get a job done, and I'm gonna stay till it's finished.
And-
it was so noble.
Not to always be shitting on the woke, but like when I think of some of these, and I won't mention names, but people who think of themselves or even call themselves activist. I'm an activist.
Oh, is that a term now?
Yeah.
That's
oh, yeah.
so
it's-
barfy.
So barfy.
Wow.
And
Activist.
Yeah. There's only
Wow.
real.
I'm gonna ask my dad. Does he consider himself an activist?
Well, I
Just
mean,
as a joke.
That's a different era. But Sean
He'll
is,
ban me
is
from
the one who
Thanksgiving,
really
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, he is.
He
Yeah,
actually is in the
he's-
rowboat.
Yeah.
He's actually on the dock in Port-au-Prince. He's actually with Castro. Whatever the fuck it is.
He's the guy who walked to Poland
Yeah,
to avoid
then
a bombing run, you know?
Ukraine.
He walked from Ukraine to Poland
I'm
because the
telling you.
cars were all either out of gas or backed up or both. And he was like, fuck it, I'm walking to Poland.
Yeah. No script could do justice. When he reads a script, it's like, but it's not as interesting as my life. Although I see he's got a big movie now. I haven't
Did you see it?
No, I want
No?
to.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I have not. No. So we can't talk about it. It looks pretty badass, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. I mean, it's carrying a very specific message.
You know what? I so don't trust reviewers for good reason. So I don't really know. I know it's political, which is great. My guess, since it's about a sort of a revolutionary, is that we like him. It's Leo. He's the lead. So and he's in a bathrobe, so he must be a good guy. I don't know, but I'm not going to judge it. I know Sean's the bad guy.
Yeah, plays a guy named Lockjaw.
And
Who else are you going to hire?
yeah,
You know?
Well, if I would bet dollars to donuts he's going to win the Oscar for this.
Probably. I mean, but are they going to give him 3? Did they give Jack 3? Is Jack the only guy with 3, or does Daniel have 3? Daniel, like I fucking know him.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes. Like you can call he's one name status, right?
He is to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I am making my way through on the recommendation of a friend who I have implicit trust, and we always had the same taste in movies. Making my way through watching again, I hadn't seen it since it came out, There Will Be Blood.
Okay. Okay.
And I did not like it at the time.
I didn't either. Does it need to be revisited? Because
I mean, I'm not like your normal movie watcher. I don't watch movies, especially long ones, usually
Right.
all in a row. I watch them on TV somewhere. And I always say to people who like, what a way to watch a movie. I'm like, do you read a book in one sitting?
it's a great point.
I don't need to.
It's a great
Yeah, I
point,
remember
yeah.
where I was last night in the
Right,
movie.
right,
I don't
right,
have
yeah.
to watch a 3-hour movie over 3 hours. And unless it's so compelling, like The Godfather or
Right,
something, or
right.
Apocalypse Now.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
well, you didn't do it.
No, I meant just thank you to the
I know.
universe that you
Your
recognize
fucking father
that. Yeah.
did it.
Yeah. Well, I was
That-
there for 8 months,
I
so I
know
was
you
kind
were.
of, you know,
Oh, I know
I was
you were.
apocalypse adjacent, you know.
That's so interesting that you were in the Philippines, right?
Yes, yeah, but wait a minute. But There Will Be Blood, because you might be sparing
Okay.
me a review,
Well,
a repeat.
I'm not quite through with it. I'm
Okay.
about 2 hours into the 9-hour version. No, no, I'm about 45 minutes from the end. I think it's 2:45.
Okay.
I don't think any movie outside of that, Godfather and Gone with the Wind, need to be. And they could have taken an hour out of Gone with the Wind
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad we kind of have it because it's so, iconic.
Sure.
I watched it fairly recently. It was pretty cool.
Does
But,
it hold up?
I watched it with someone much younger who hadn't seen it.
Right.
That's Hot Tubs Without Borders.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay.
And to see it through her eyes, I mean, it just,
So what's your what? Like,
Well,
so are
oh,
you
so
are you
there
gonna
will
are you
be-
gonna wait for,
Well,
for those
I'm
final
just-
45 minutes to like?
I am going to wait.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, it's the bottom of the eighth.
Okay, and you're
And they're about 6 runs behind.
Got it.
That's what
got
I'm
it.
saying.
Got it. Okay.
I mean,
bullpen's depleted.
Scherzer got shelled in the fourth inning.
That's right.
I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I mean, they need your characters that come in and
you know what I'm saying?
throw
Yeah.
gas
Yes.
because
Yeah.
no, maybe, but it's taking, if it's going someplace, first of all, it's taking a long way to get there.
Right. Right.
Second of all, 2 hours in, all I get about it is that this is the biggest prick I've ever seen in movies, which is, you can make that character interesting, but I don't see any arc. Like, he's a prick in the first scene, he's a prick 2 hours in. I don't think he's going to get better. He's bitter and nasty and just horribly shitty to everybody, which makes them miserable, and you see he's miserable too.
Right.
Is that the big thing, that being a shitty asshole makes you miserable too? If
Those
it
are
is,
those are pretty easy dots to connect.
I'm missing so far.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten to, remember the famous line, "You're drinking my milkshake."
Right. Right.
I
Right.
haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh,
Maybe that's
okay.
going to change it all.
Something to
for
look
me.
forward to. Yeah. What if you were drinking a milkshake when he says it? Do you think that would change anything? This is lovely. I mean, this is a trip. You know.
I said
no,
to you on
thank
your
you.
show,
Thank you for
Oh,
this.
I'm loving
This is
this. I
fucking
knew
cool,
I always wanted
man.
to do this
is
with
cool.
you. I said to you on your show, speaking of movies, though, that you definitely. Can I give you a prediction? I'm a very good predictor.
Sure.
I've got all my predictions, politics right. In 5 years, you will be at an award show.
Oh wow.
You will be asked to leave. Okay. Well, let me finish.
From the podium or before I
No,
from the
just
red
from the auditorium
the red carpet.
where you're ranting.
Got
No,
it, got it.
No, in 5 years' time, you'll have made a movie that people are giving you an award for.
That's amazing.
They're
Thank you.
gonna want to work with you now. People love a redemption story, and they also love somebody who has a lot of history that they can trade on.
Right, right,
I
right.
mean, not that you have to play your character from. In fact, it'd be better if you did it against it, not all the way to The Odd Couple.
Right.
But
Right.
that's comedy.
Yeah.
But drama.
Right.
You need to do a drama.
I totally agree. I totally
a
agree.
serious movie.
I completely
and,
agree.
And you can do it. I mean, one thing John said I didn't agree with, and I thought he was brilliant, by the way, in the documentary.
He was terrific, wasn't he?
I love it when he said he called you an icon of decadence.
I know.
That's poetic.
It's poetic to a degree because it's pretty low hanging fruit, isn't it? A little bit.
Of course, but it just said.
It was phrased nicely.
It just says.
Yeah,
in
it was
two,
phrased nicely.
2 words.
Yeah.
But he said.
But does he deliver that in a complimentary way? Little snark.
I felt his testimony was honest. It was. Look, I think you tortured him at some point.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so he.
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of all that crap.
Right.
Jesus.
So, look, I remember I did a sitcom in 1991 with Sam Kinison when he was a heroin addict.
Wow.
And I remember how much I hated him.
How many episodes did you?
13.
Where can I find this?
I hope you can.
Seriously?
I mean,
even if I promise just to watch it alone?
In loose sweatpants? Yeah. It was called Charlie Hoover. It was Tim Matheson was the star. He and Sam was animated as a little devil on his shoulder. That was his character.
Oh, but then that's calling back to Animal House. Is Matheson in Animal House, or have I gone mad?
No,
of course
totally.
He is.
Yeah,
but
he's
not,
Otter.
Right, but not his character, but the dude that played Amadeus.
You're right.
Right?
Right.
Don't they appear on his shoulder?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think they drew from that a little bit?
I hadn't put that together, but that's totally what they did.
Thomas.
Yes.
Hulse?
I can see
what
it
the hell's
now.
his name?
Yes.
Isn't that
right? And
yeah.
and by the way, what he's saying is something you could never put in a movie today with the devil, because what he's talking about
on your show or in Animal House, just all
what
of
they're
it.
saying in Animal House,
Right?
when
Fuck
the devil,
her brains out is what he says.
Of a passed out girl.
Oh. That part I forgot. Yes, you're right. Yeah, wow, that's bad.
And that's where we were. You know,
that was 1978?
Yes.
Because I saw it with Dave Anderson, with Brown Dave in Westwood.
And for the woke people who are now like flying over to Twitter or Blue Sky to like say what terrible people we are, and like
for this conversation, or just in general?
They will not accept that people in general just used to be worse, and we were all in on it.
Right.
So just stop yelling at the past. We can't dig up these people who made the movie and yell at them. And everybody was in on it. We all just were there. And yes, it was wrong. And then we got better. And if you lived then, you would have been one of us. You wouldn't have been Nostradamus. Right. I can see that in the future this will not be funny.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But you're right. That's where they ripped that off from.
I think, okay, and it's interesting because I don't, I've never seen Charlie Hoover. Is there a play in the thing there with what Hoover means in the dope space? You know, when a guy's hoovering lines, and it's Sam Kinison, and he was known to hoover some lines.
I mean, I apparently didn't know anything about this show I was on. You know more about it.
I mean,
25 years later.
That one's a bit of a reach.
I was completely in the dark about all this. Probably what it was. I don't know. But
was his character a coke addict?
No, his character was like the devil on his shoulder.
Oh, right.
They miniaturized him.
Got it. So,
but he was like on heroin at the time. And so he would we would be waiting for 8 hours for him to show up.
Oh my gosh.
I saw him once in the makeup chair like this.
Oh, damn. Wow.
And of course, it does not good morale for the set. And
but you were never in the scenes with him because he was in a green screen the whole freaking time?
I was in the scenes with Tim because I was like his second in command.
Got it. Okay.
You know, I was like the friend he talks to, but
did they start figuring out a way just to film all of Sam's stuff like for that episode in like 4 hours and just get it out of the way?
I don't know. It was
because they should have. Then he could have been passed out at home.
Right.
Right? I mean, well, you know, we're just trying to make the week, right?
I don't know. I'm just saying I can relate to working with somebody who is making my life miserable.
Gotcha.
So John, he had every right to be like fully like, I don't even want to be on this.
Right.
I give him credit for being like, yeah, but there were also good times. And yeah, I also know he's not really the bad guy. It's the drugs and all the rest of this stuff. And, you know, it balances out. And I got to give a guy credit for that, for at least. So I felt like his testimony was honest. It wasn't ass-kissing.
It wasn't at all, no.
And it wasn't bitter. but it was like realistic.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
Yeah.
as good as you can do.
And he
He's
said
a bright guy.
Yeah, no, very bright, very bright. Yeah, we'd be in the makeup room, and you know, and somebody would like be trying to think of something super random, some piece of trivia or something that nobody knew except John.
Oh, really?
He could pull things from every. No, he's a really, really
Yeah.
active, you know, very a beautiful mind.
Yes, but it does need deprogramming. like
Well, but he sets it up with you. He says,
Yeah.
I'm a little woke. I'm a little woke.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
No, I
was
I
like,
don't remember.
dude, you
What-
false advertised the shit out of that one. You
What
know?
I remember him saying, which was just beautiful, it's a highlight of this whole series, was at one point he went, you know, next time you think of something super woke that really annoys you, I want this to be the face that you see.
He said that?
Oh, yeah, it's in the show.
Wow.
I mean, it was.
Maybe I didn't make it that far.
It was, yeah.
Wow.
It was really funny.
Oh, gosh.
It was maybe.
But he was saying that as a joke, right?
Yeah, a joke like with so many good jokes with meaning behind.
Right.
But yes,
Yeah.
it was not hot.
Damn.
It wasn't.
Wow.
So
He's out there. He's carrying the flag. I mean, he's out there. He's leading the charge.
he's part. I mean, most of Hollywood.
He weighs in a lot with some Twitter stuff,
I'm
you know,
sure he
and
does.
I'm just kind of
Oh,
like,
I'm sure.
I stopped doing that.
Oh, I never did that.
Yeah, good.
It's
good.
It's so corrosive.
Yeah, there's things I see that even if like something is just funny and I can add to that comedy, I don't try to build something and hit send. I just.
Why?
Why? Why?
What are you getting from it?
I don't
It's
know.
only downside that could happen.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. And then it's also when it's something super political or something really bad is happening, you weigh in about how it should have gone or and it's like, what is that going to do?
It's
Whose minds are you going to change?
What do you give a shit about what people think about your opinion on fucking UFOs? Whatever it is.
Right.
You're entitled to it.
Right.
And all they're going to do is shit on it because people have sad lives, especially the ones who are on Twitter all the time.
Right.
If that's what you have to do, and you know, most of Twitter, like 90% of Twitter is from 10% of the people who use it. Like most of it is
Seriously?
from the people who use it a lot.
Wow.
That's their hobby.
So it's like crime.
It's what?
It's like crime.
It's like it's very much like
Because they always talk about,
totally.
you know, 70% is only
Yes.
from 20% of the thing. And yeah. Wow.
Oh, like
Wow.
in New York, they had some crazy stat of because you know they throw people in jail and then they're out the next day.
I know.
Like some crazy percentage of crimes, some side of crime was like from 600 people who just over and over did like 80% of the
That is
whatever.
just.
I know.
Wow.
I
So
know.
if you're able to build statistics from that, you clearly know who the fuck they are, right?
I mean.
So why not just take just those 600 people
and this
just build a special place for them?
And this is why it's so
Call it
easy.
the 600 building.
Right.
You know?
That's good.
I mean,
That's very good.
There's our-
the 600 building.
yeah, there it is.
And this is why Republicans get elected, because Democrats run cities and they don't do that. And it would be so easy to do that. But then there would be a certain part of their constituency that I guess wouldn't like that. But everyone should like that. Yes, these are like career criminals. I mean, call me crazy. I don't think crime should be a career.
Or be allowed to become one.
A side gig.
Yeah,
of course.
sure.
Certainly.
Yeah.
I mean, a hustle.
Right.
But a career
No,
criminal? I don't
that
think
is-
and it is their career.
Interesting.
You played criminals, right?
I've only played a few.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't played that
Is
many
that by
bad
choice?
guys.
Because you don't want to be.
No, just never was. Never got the kind of material that was juicy enough, or challenging enough, or maybe elegant enough. You know, because the bad guy changed forever with Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber.
In Die Hard.
Oh.
The evolution of the elegant bad guy. Played by
Love him.
Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, Academy Award worthy.
Right. Always kind of looked like he was holding in a fart, but but I do like him as an actor.
Yeah.
Also in the famous Christmas movie, the British, everyone loves, I can never think of names when I'm stoned, Love Actually.
There you go. I think Denise is in that, isn't she? She's in the very end of Love Actually and has like a super memorable part. I've never seen it.
Okay.
But people love her from that movie. Or have I torpedoed this?
No.
She's in it.
Let me tell you what the scene is.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of those movies that's sort of, it's ridiculous but irresistible. So
Okay.
it's like 12 cast members. It's an ensemble.
It's a Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant joint?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not a joint. He's just one of like 6 love stories. It's called
Okay.
Love Actually.
Got it.
So it's just about love in all its many forms. Hugh Grant is the Prime Minister of England. He's really Tony Blair.
I got
And he
you.
falls in love just like Clinton did with the chunky chick who brings in the mail. Okay. That's his love story.
Is that what the breakdown would read as when they were casting it? Can you imagine? The agent calls and says, "Can you play a chunky male woman?" Wow.
She's the intern,
Yeah, sure.
So, and then there's all these other love stories, and one of them is the British guy, and he's not getting laid in England, and he's, I'm going to go to America and get laid.
Okay.
And he like picks Milwaukee, I think, with a dart on the map, and goes to Milwaukee, and of course, in Milwaukee, 3 of the hottest chicks of their time.
Wow.
Fuck him the first night he's in town.
Wow.
And one of them is Denise.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, of course.
Go get it, D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's you never saw Love Actually?
No, I know. Well, I'm building a list here
Watch
tonight
it.
with you.
Watch it with your-
Days of Wine and Roses, Love Actually, maybe There Will Be Blood.
Save
Definitely Die Hard, just because I've thought of it again.
Save Love Actually
Okay.
for Christmas with your kids.
Seriously?
Why is that so?
Because they'll be
Because kids would hate it.
well, I live primarily with the boys now.
So?
Would Bob and Max like it, you think?
Everybody loves Love Actually.
Okay, all right, good to know.
I mean,
Good to know.
Like I said, it's preposterous but irresistible.
Okay, all
you
right.
know, it's you have to
like a-
give yourself up to it.
Right, okay. Sure.
It's not a great movie. It's a great time watching a movie.
I'm sold. I am
I know.
completely sold. And there's something...
I should get paid for that.
Well,
plug.
but you're going to get paid from the podium emotionally from me. If that happens in 5 years, I make this promise to you on camera. You're the first person I'm going to thank. Are you cool with that?
You don't have to promise me. You should do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, I'm fucking with it.
but-
no, I'd be super honored.
Okay. But not my parents first. It could create a riff.
No, you have to thank your father first, just because I'm such a fan of your father. I love your father.
Well, what if I tell him, Dad, it was alphabetical?
No.
No? Okay.
No, Martin Sheen, are you kidding? I mean, just for Apocalypse Now, but then also, so many other great movies, and of course, The West Wing.
Of
he
course,
just
yeah.
was that guy.
He was that guy.
I mean,
yeah.
I can't, it's very rare when I see somebody do a part and I think, nobody else could play that. Now, could somebody else have played that part? Yes.
a
David
different-
Jensen, if he had been alive, would have been perfectly fine.
Right.
But it still wouldn't have been, because there's something in your father that is that idealistic Democratic president,
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, he did not have to play against type the way you didn't in your amazingly successful TV career.
Thank you.
It runs in your family. You do great with, part. I mean, you could play any part, I'm sure, but that really works for you.
Thank you.
I mean, people, like I said, people just sometimes just like somebody. I mean, you're almost Trumpian in I could shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me at the Academy Awards.
There was something going on, and I was getting yelled at by everybody for something, and then it got nice again, and Denise said, you could run a school bus of nuns off the road over a canyon into a fiery death, and people would forgive you. Because you were probably just avoiding a rabbit in the road or something, you know?
So like the car that went over the cliff twice,
Yeah, what about that?
you're saying one of them could be a school bus.
One of them could have been a school bus. Yeah, that's interesting. That's still a thing I don't have, and it's like at this point, like, would I keep that thing a secret? I mean,
Why did the car go off the cliff?
Because it got stolen from my driveway.
Twice?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a trip. I know, and it sounds like them.
No, I believe it.
Yeah, I
But
wish.
why did
I
they drive
would-
it off a cliff?
Because
Just to get at you?
I don't think so. They didn't want to be, I think, driving all over town in a stolen car that would have been reported by then. So they used it as a mule to go around my neighborhood and rob all these different garages. So they were filling up my car with a bunch of stuff. Then they met their co-conspirator on Mulholland, put all the junk in his car, and then pushed mine off the cliff. That's what I imagine happened there.
That's a good plot.
But that's what happened.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like in a movie,
Oh, okay.
that's a good. I've never seen that in a movie.
But then in the movie, what they don't know is about the guy in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Then it turns into a thing.
Was it the same car? Did they fish that car back out?
They brought it out and it was totaled.
Oh.
But the interesting thing was that when the cops showed up 6 minutes after Mercedes called me and said, "Are you okay? Your airbag's been deployed." I'm upstairs smoking crack, right? And and in a webcam, like waiting for my Swedish date to enter the room, and I'd never been in one before. The very first time, I'm like, yeah,
date
I'll pay.
or
I'll pay $20 for this experience, right? And waited an hour, and she was about to come on, show up on camera, and Mercedes calls, and then the whole thing started unraveling. So, anyway, that's just a little backstory. That's the part I had to keep hidden at the time. Then the cops they ran a flashlight over my entire body when they came to the door. I was in a bathrobe, like sweaty, crazy fucking hair. I'm like, yeah, no, I just got up to take a leak. You know? Yeah. And no, my alibi was shit, but it was real.
Right.
You know, I couldn't say, yeah, no, of course I'm awake. I've been up for 4 fucking days, man.
Right.
But they thought I'd gone over with the car and managed to get back up the hill in the dark, 2 miles down Mulholland. You get home without a scratch on me, jump into a robe and answer the door. So that part of it, the mechanics of that, the physical mechanics of that are impossible.
But I know, but whatever it is, I don't think anyone really cares that much what you did to cars. It's more people.
Right.
It's more the people, Charlie, that cause the problem. You know?
And there wasn't anybody in the trunk. That was for our movie.
No.
Yeah, I just want to clarify that.
It's like, did you ever hold a knife to the throat of a Mercedes? No.
Or a person.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? She cleared that up.
She did.
Yeah.
She, that says a lot that your exes stood up for you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, right?
I mean,
yeah.
Brooke, she was the one who we had dinner. You were with her when we had dinner that night.
That's who I brought to dinner, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And, it's funny because she did stand up and say that was bullshit. And I remember it was all over the press at the time.
Yeah.
But I
It was
remember...
Christmas Day.
Yes, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Aspen.
Yeah.
Never liked Aspen.
Me neither. I've never been back. No plans to return. Seriously, why? Why would I go back?
Bad memory. And
Yeah, awful.
Yeah, right.
They served, so I was in jail on Christmas Day, and they served prime rib. And it was overcooked, but it was all right. I was pretty freaking hungry. I hadn't eaten it for a couple of days, right? And the guard, this is before they unlocked my door, right? They kept it locked. So he had, he was dumping horseradish on his prime rib, and mine was dry. And I was watching that, like his life right now is actually better than mine, And he didn't offer to share. And then I said, "Can you unlock my door?" And he did. That was kind of cool. He didn't think I was going to bum rush him with a shiv. You know what I'm saying?
John Cryer, if you're watching, I just want to say this story about prime rib being served on Aspen, that's one for you.
Yeah.
On the white privilege thing, okay?
All right, good.
I got to give you that one. I'm
Okay,
not saying
good.
you were all wrong, or
Right.
it's all wrong. It's not. But
I mean, it was microwaved prime rib, so it wasn't like, that
no,
special.
but still, I mean.
I don't know. It's just a funny memory for me that the guy was hoarding the fucking sauce and he's 5 feet away. You know, that's not fucking cool. I've already been through fucking hell. You know, I'm all over the fucking news as some murderer. Let me put a little fucking sauce on my steak. Come on, man. It's Christmas. And they couldn't find a judge because they were all skiing. How about that?
I see this as a Christmas story.
I mean,
Hallmark, if you're watching.
If you're watching, yeah. Lifetime, if you're watching.
But isn't it Hallmark Channel that makes all the Christmas movies?
Yeah, Lifetime does all the female murder shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I just see this scene. And I just see.
Do you start close on the prime rib and pull out to me? Or do you start on the guard and pull back and reveal, oh, we're in a fucking jail cell. Oh, wait, that guy looks familiar.
No.
Damn.
It's first of all, it's you in the jail cell.
Right.
Trying to get the sauce on your thing.
Right.
And then 2 weeks earlier. You got to do that. Right?
The Chiron? Yeah.
Always we go back in time.
Absolutely.
Like, how did I get here without horseradish? And then 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
It's, you and then.
Yeah. 2 weeks earlier, it would have been John and I, like, on the set. Like, everything was cool.
Well, why did you go to Aspen? Were you a skier?
No. I've skied twice in my life and hated it both times.
So why Aspen?
Because Brooke was there, because her mom keeps a place there.
Oh.
And she was there with the boys. I was working, and it was their first Christmas. And she said that I needed to be, we both agreed I kind of wanted to be there. Not that they're going to remember it or anything, but just for the photo or, for the album. And so I got to the airport. I was taking a private. I know. Just keep going, John. Keep going with this story, John.
I never apologize for all the years I took private.
Okay, good.
It's like 8,000 flights a day.
Wow, damn.
I mean, not private, but
commercial.
Commercial and private.
Yeah, you're right. It all just at that point, it's all just blending. Yeah.
When everyone stops, I'll stop too.
Okay.
But as long as everyone, I'm not going to pretend. This is going to make any difference.
Nothing.
There'd be not one more polar bear alive.
No, you're right.
If I went to Wichita to do my show, and I was always doing it to do stand-up.
Right.
I mean, I was working.
Yeah, and delivering goodness to the people. I mean that sincerely.
That is what we are all about.
Come on now.
There are not more two guys who don't deliver goodness to the people. I'd like to meet them.
That's what we're talking about, right? I don't think they exist.
I don't think they do.
My dad shows up at the airport, unannounced, as I'm walking towards the plane, and he says, "Don't go to Aspen."
Yeah, that was in your thing.
Yeah, and I said, well, what are you talking about? It's the kid's first birthday. He's like, they'll never remember. I got a hunch, kid. You can't get on that. You can't get on that plane.
Was he always psychic like that?
He thought he was with Karate Kid and Platoon and other stuff. Yeah. But it's interesting, watching the documentary, there's things that I deal with on film, and that was just a couple of years ago, that I'm like dealing with such like, intense, made them a little more precious than they needed to be, like I was backpedaling, I was leaning away from moments I should have just leaned into, because now talking about all that shit in interviews and just being, wide open with it, right? I kind of watched that, and I guess you could say, all right, well, that's the journey, that's the progress, that's this is the road you had to take to feel that way about it. So maybe it's better that there is a record of it feeling like that. Would you agree?
I would agree that life is not a destination, it's a series of journeys.
Okay.
I mean, there's 1,000 song lyrics. I can't think of any at the moment, but I just know there's 1,000 of them that trade on that theme, because it is a universal truism.
Sure.
It is. Life is not a destination.
Right.
Because you never get there.
You don't.
You never get there.
You don't.
And it's funny that you think, as you go through these decades, I mean, again, now I'm, almost, well, I'm not quite 70, but like entering into the decade where you start with sevens.
Right, yeah.
You'd think that, like, when am I going to get to the one where I'm not looking back and going, even 5 years ago, shit, I was doing that. And
Interesting.
it never happens.
Wow.
I think. I don't know. Maybe when I get to be 100, I'll be like, I can't believe at 95, I was still worrying about that crutch that I had. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I doubt, having gotten this far, I don't think. I mean, it's amazing even in 5 years at this late age how much you can look back and go, wow, I don't live that way anymore.
And so you're saying that me seeing myself dealing with those things like that, and over here, yeah, I get that. I get that.
And
I
in
get
5
that.
years, you won't be here.
No.
You know,
No.
the old I don't know, some Eastern saying, and I don't remember what the actual words were, but the thought of it was, you put your foot in the river, and it looks like your foot is in the same place, but the water that passed over your foot is all the way downstream. So it seems when you look down that nothing has changed. but
Right.
It has. It's down.
Interesting.
It's down there.
Interesting.
you
Yeah.
know?
And yeah.
That's what our history and as a species is like. It's what our history of as a country is like. It's, I mean, just in our lifetimes, we can look back at, years and times and ways we lived, and show business itself was very different. I mean, during the pandemic, I watched every Columbo episode.
Did you really?
This is the 1970s. There's not a black person in the show.
Interesting. Not a single.
Like the cop who comes in and says, come in here, Lieutenant.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Wow.
Like it's a show with a white lead and then a murderer.
Right.
Who in every single episode is white.
Yeah.
And that's the 70s.
Yeah. I went on a very short Columbo run about 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just was always curious about it because Sean Penn's dad, Leo, used to direct Columbo.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think he
and,
did.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Spielberg do the pilot of
Correct.
Columbo?
Yes.
Yeah. And then another episode.
Yes.
Or was the pilot the 2-episode event?
I don't. You're right. Spielberg did something with Columbo.
Right,
And that's
right,
where they
right.
cut their teeth. This is mid-70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a great show because it completely put on its head the idea of a whodunit. You knew whodunit.
Right.
That wasn't the interest of the show.
Interesting.
The first act before the commercial break, Columbo's never in it. You just see the murderer doing his murder.
Yeah.
And then Act 2, Columbo comes in, and it's a great character played by Peter Falk, who did fucking killed it.
Brilliant, yeah.
And the conceit is always he's underestimated because the murderer is always well-to-do.
Right.
These are rich crimes from rich people.
Interesting, yeah.
In privileged Beverly Hills.
Right.
And he comes in his raincoat, and he looks like a befuddled buffoon, and they underestimate him, these people with big egos and big bank accounts.
Right.
And this little guy in a raincoat fucks with their mind every time and slowly figures out how they committed the crime. And it's always something very abstruse that you could never have come up with on your own.
Right.
And that's the interest in the show.
Yeah.
And it was they were 90 minutes.
Each episode?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were long.
Yeah.
Maybe too long. But still good.
Right, right, yeah.
But just it was a psychological drama. And I don't know if today's audience...
They don't have the bandwidth. They don't have the patience. They don't have the focus.
Right.
Even movies are sometimes come in at like 88 minutes. Not the one you're struggling through, of course, right now, but...
I wish they came in at 88.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the rarity. I think they're always too long.
Well, but there's certain genres that are known to be a lot shorter, especially the slasher genre,
Oh, well, you watch slasher movies?
I grew up on them when they were great.
They were great?
Well, yeah, like Halloween was a great film. The
Oh,
first Halloween.
that's a slasher movie?
I mean, the guy had a knife and he was fucking slashing people. Isn't that fit the criteria? Isn't that the fucking poster is a knife with a pumpkin? You know.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like there was,
Yeah, you're right.
you
No,
know,
that's-
maybe there was more actual stabbing than
Right.
slashing, but at that point, it's apples and oranges, you know.
That's a great commercial. I don't know what the product is.
I don't either.
Where it's making fun of those kind of slasher movies where the teenage kids always make the terrible decision.
Right,
I think it's for an
Oh,
insurance
oh,
company.
it's a Geico thing.
Okay, must
yeah,
be.
Yeah.
So they're
it's actually really well made, that commercial. And
Oh.
all the kids in it are terrific.
Of course, they
Yeah.
spend money on commercials.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
sure they
last
spend a lot
line-
of money on your Super Bowl ad.
They did, yeah. But the last line is the cute blonde saying, "Quick, run for the cemetery," right?
No.
It
It's
cuts to Leatherface.
Yes.
Yes.
He's standing in a garage. Behind him are all these chainsaws that are
Right.
hung there, and the kids have made the completely wrong decision.
Right.
To let's run into the garage, and they cut to him, and the commercial is brilliant because of this actor, and
Right.
he just does a take like
Yeah.
like these kids are making it too
Yeah.
easy.
No, that's a great moment.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But it does end with "Run for the Cemetery," doesn't it?
Well, I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't-
Whatever decision they make is the wrong one. They're
Yeah.
running
Yeah,
toward the
yeah.
danger.
Yeah, no, between that and the final countdown, burrito in the microwave with Geico, those two, they just put those in
No,
a
I
time
mean,
capsule, you know?
You know, Mad Men certainly limbed that world well.
Did you do the whole series? Did you start and finish
Of what?
of Mad Men?
Oh, yes.
You did?
Well,
Okay.
As it was going on, I loved it.
Okay. I got to it late, but then
Oh.
didn't get past season 2.
Mad Men?
Just got distracted with other stuff.
Oh, right.
No, I
It
wasn't like,
the-
this sucks, I'm out. No, this is fucking great.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Well, you got another one on your list. You're lucky. You should
Right,
watch that one.
but how many seasons? 4 or 5?
Oh, I don't know. At least, yeah.
Okay, so I'm halfway through.
Oh, it was great.
Okay.
It was great. But no, I mean, ad men are super clever. Obviously, not the people you worked for, where you had to write the online yourself.
There was that part,
Those
yeah.
fucking idiots
Jeez.
missed the.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ!
Selling nuts and they can't come
Talk
up with a
about
nuts
an
line.
80
yeah.
mile an hour fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, middle in. Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, I love baseball.
I do too.
And I know
do
you
too,
do. I remember
yeah.
when I was at your house in Malibu, the memorabilia collection.
It was pretty. It was
You
pretty.
still
it
have
was
that?
pretty unique. I don't.
You sold
no,
it?
I did. Yeah. Time to just
Right.
just
It was
recycle it back into the hobby. You
amazing.
know,
What was in it? Like remember
well,
me.
I had a Williams 41 road jersey, which is pretty rare. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean-
it's the year he hit 406. You know.
Yeah.
And back then they only had a home jersey and a road jersey. They didn't have like 20. I had Babe Ruth bats. I had
Babe Ruth's bat.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had the Mookie ball, which was pretty cool.
Mookie Wilson's
Yeah,
grounder.
the one that went through Buckner's
Yeah.
legs. Yeah, I don't think Buckner beats him to the bag. I really don't.
Oh, you mean even if
I
he
think
caught
if
it?
he fields it cleanly,
That's-
he doesn't beat him to the bag.
That's interesting.
And it's
No,
like
no one ever says that.
ever talked about that.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, you know what bugs me is they do talk about the game, and they talk about it like it's a logical game, and it's not. I've said this before. It's a game of luck, much more than the other sports.
Interesting.
Basketball, yes, occasionally a guy will shoot a kind of a bad shot and it'll go in.
Right.
But mostly it's a make or miss league.
Right, and they describe those as he sends up a prayer.
Yeah,
Right? And it's answered.
sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, there's
Yeah.
Don Nelson's famous one that broke Jerry West's heart.
Right.
Samson of the Rockets one year had went, it clangs off the back iron, goes straight up, and then bounces
goes
in.
through,
Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's a rarity.
Very rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Football, same thing. You can get a bad call from the ref, or it can bounce off a guy's helmet and into the defender's arms. But basically, when you do the right thing, you get rewarded. Baseball, I'm watching these playoffs, and like the pitcher for the Yankees and the Red Sox, they both had like a rookie pitcher, and the Red Sox guy just had bad luck, and they don't talk about it like it's luck. It is luck. The guy hit a grounder. If it was 5 feet the other way, it would have been a double play.
Right. Yeah. And,
But
and
it
you're
went-
out of the inning.
But it went
Yeah.
through. And then they talk about it like it's foreordained. And like, well, he's not getting beaten around.
No.
It's luck.
Yeah.
And a guy stings it, like hits a fucking line drive right at a guy.
Yeah.
And it's caught.
Yeah.
And another guy bloops it, and it's like, well, that's 2 hits in a row. Two shitty hits.
Right.
Shitty hits.
Yeah,
the
probably-
guy just had bad luck.
Yeah, and
Can we
probably-
just be honest about the luck?
Sure. Yeah. No, it is. I would support that. And I'm a student of the game. I'm watching it my whole life. Yeah.
No, I know.
No,
I mean, there's nothing
I
you can
would
do
support
about
that.
it.
No.
Except I would like a little more honesty about how
From
much.
from the announcers you're talking about.
From everybody.
Okay.
About how much luck is involved in baseball. It's just a game where you just have to be lucky.
And
I mean,
and
Aaron
there's-
Judge hit the foul pole.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. That's like, on a pitch that.
Yeah.
Did you hear the stat on that pitch on an 0-2 count?
Yeah.
There was like 598 of them during the season.
Right.
Right. That were out of the, that were in that part of the strike zone.
Very insane.
And that was the first one hit for a home run.
I mean, I have a batting cage here.
Oh, you do?
It's-
do you get out and take some hacks or?
I broke my finger, so it's been a while
Okay,
since I
okay.
can grip the bat, but I will do it again.
And so you must have played baseball growing up.
Yeah, I played Little League.
Okay. Were you
I mean, I love
were you a
baseball.
middle infielder or were you?
I was a second baseman,
okay.
also a pitcher.
Okay.
I love baseball.
I was a pitcher and a shortstop, so we're like a double play combo sitting right here, man. That's pretty badass. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or Alex Rodriguez and Jarek Jeter
Yeah.
in 2008.
Exactly,
Come on.
yeah.
But,
We're tinkers to average to chance, right? Sorry.
no, no.
1930
I
called.
know who
Yeah.
exactly. Larry King named his children after them.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
His kid is named Chance.
Damn. Okay.
And I think the other one, is the other one Evers? I hope it's not Tinker.
Yeah, that's a bit of a curse, isn't it? Wow.
Tinker King sounds like I don't know, it's a burlesque act. No, I don't think it could be, but I don't know. But like just hitting off the fucking pitching machine.
Right. Now, do you have a jugs or an iron mic?
I don't know.
Like,
what
do you have
that
the wheels or do you have the arm that
Wheels.
comes down? Okay, so that's a jugs machine. Yeah,
Should
and
I get it?
that's always going to have a little bit of bend in it, right? Does it?
Well,
do
you can
find
set it to curveball.
Right, but even the fastballs do tail a little bit coming out of a jugs,
I
usually.
mean, I don't even have it certainly set at the highest speed.
What do you hit at? Like 65, 70, 75?
It doesn't say the speed.
Okay.
My guess would be 70 to 80.
Okay, all right, all
but
right.
it's amazing. And once in a while, like maybe the ball will be a little wet or something,
Right.
and it'll like bean you.
Oh,
or-
it'll come up at you. Yeah.
It's embarrassing because I
Yeah.
charged the mound. And both benches empty, Charles.
I mean, of course they do.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a big.
Yeah, it's
and
a
then
melee.
Then I got suspended for
It's
3 days.
It's a Donnybrook. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, that's
For my
wow.
own thing, I got suspended.
Yeah, I mean, as you should have
Oh, the
been.
commissioner had to get involved.
Yeah. How long was your suspension?
We're appealing it.
Okay. And what was the fine? It had to be 50 grand, right?
Yeah, but with my salary,
Yeah,
it's like
come on.
wipe my
bus
ass.
change.
Are you
Bus
kidding?
change, yeah. That is awesome.
No, but it's hard to hit a ball just off of, and you know what's coming.
and where it's going to be, yeah.
You know it's
Yeah.
and it's still hard.
Yeah,
These
and the
guys.
thing you talk about the luck, that even the greatest hitters will describe that a game, a season-changing home run. I guessed right
Right.
on the pitch.
Yes.
And the guys now are throwing 102, 103.
All of them.
How do you what is the? I mean,
There
move,
was
move,
only-
move the mound back.
Only
A
yes,
foot. Maybe a foot.
I had the same thought. They certainly lowered it
They
in
did.
1968
They
after
did.
after Carl Yastrzemski won the batting title with a 301 average.
Interesting.
And we're back
Yeah.
to the same. There's only 7 players, only 1 in the American League, or maybe 1 in the National League, who had averages above 300 this year.
Wow.
That's not the baseball that the game started at.
No.
I mean, do you know what Babe Ruth's lifetime batting average is?
Yes, it's like 342.
Correct.
Yeah, right?
Of course
How
you
about
would know
that?
that.
Yeah.
Most people guess 242.
Yeah, no.
Because they're thinking
No.
of today's sluggers.
No, he never struck out 100 times in a season.
Also, he never faced black players. He never faced Latino players. He never
that.
faced Japanese players.
There's
He
that.
never had to play at night.
Yeah.
He never had to take a flight. The
Right.
mitts were small and just fit just over your hand.
Right.
Okay, so that's
less
why.
teams very familiar with all of their pitchers.
Right.
Right. But
And we also-
still.
I know. He
Still,
also
yeah.
once hit a grand slam while eating a pork chop.
Somehow that film magically vanished, didn't it? Yeah, that's
They say
crazy.
it's a myth,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's like the called shot, right? Yeah.
But that's why I feel like debates about even steroids are so pointless, because the game changes so much.
Right.
That and it's a reflection of society.
Sure.
Certainly racially, it's a reflection of society. That it's just silly to compare. Yes, Ted Williams hit 406, and he was maybe the greatest hitter ever, but he wouldn't hit 406 today.
You don't think so?
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
Not everybody threw 100 miles an hour
That's
back.
true.
It was like one guy,
Yeah.
like Walter Johnson.
Right.
You had to
Yeah.
face him like whenever he pitched.
Yeah.
Of course, back in those days, he pitched every other day.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And-
both ends of a
Yeah.
doubleheader. It's like
Warren Spahn and Juan Marichal once pitched both 15 innings.
of the same. You mean
Correct.
opposing each other?
A
Yeah.
15-inning
Yeah.
game. Neither one of them would come out.
Right.
It was 0-0, and then Willie Mays did something, and then they won 1-0.
Wow. What was the pitch count for both of them? Like up in the 160s,
I don't know,
170s?
but Warren Spahn was like 80 at the time.
Wow.
I mean,
nuts.
he could have been 40. I
Right.
mean, it was the 60s. It was like
Right.
at the end, 15 innings.
Wow.
They don't even let them go
5.
7
For
now.
7, I know.
7 is
I
like
know,
a complete game.
I know. When I see guys getting pulled because of a pitch count and they got a no-hitter going,
Oh.
those are the moments when I just want to scream or strangle the manager. We want to
your-
keep his arm fresh.
Are
you
your
know?
boys interested in baseball?
Not really.
No, they didn't get dads.
No, I mean they understand. Like they'll watch playoff games with me, and
they
they'll
will.
and they'll see that it is in fact the most exciting sport. It is the sport with the most drama. I think if the situation.
I mean, that's a hard sell
Okay.
to a lot of people, because
right. But there's no clock. I get there's a pitch clock now, but there's still no clock deciding like how much time you have to achieve something.
a lot of people would say the fact that there's no clock is something that diminishes drama.
Right, but full count, bottom 9, game 7, runner on third, down by a run, tie game. You know what I'm saying? It's like
You
there's
got to really know, if you really know the game,
Right.
it is that way.
Okay.
For us, it is that way. I get it.
Yeah.
To a lot of the public, come on. I mean, basketball, there's just more running
Right.
and action and physicality, and football, same thing. And there is a clock, and it ends after an hour of play.
Right.
And it's more violent. I mean, I get it why those sports do kind of, in a lot of ways, certainly as far as ratings go, kill baseball.
Right.
Not that baseball isn't still popular, but not on that level.
Right.
Not the NFL.
Right.
I mean, there's one show on television that still works, football.
Yeah.
Everything else on
Yeah.
broadcast television is a disaster.
They got to figure out the halftime show.
What?
The Super Bowl needs to figure out the halftime show.
What do you mean figure out?
Figure out, like, just deliver something that the diehard fans really want, as far as musically.
So you, am I taking this as sort of a backhanded slight to Bad Bunny?
Yeah, I mean, there's bands, there's acts, there's just people that I think are more germane to the experience of the game, of that moment, of that particular game. It's the biggest game in the universe that's played.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just feel like it.
And I'm sure Mr. Bunny is wonderful. I mean, it's a reflection on me that I don't know his work as well as I can, but I'm of a different era. I was hoping the halftime show would be Eddie Rabbit.
I mean, that I'm watching because we both. Yeah, I mean.
No.
Yeah.
But I
What about Eddie? What about Eddie Money?
Eddie Money. What was his song?
Love a Rainy Night.
Oh, Love a Rainy.
And there was another one that was really huge. I just can't think of it.
Now, you never had a musical career, right? You never tried to Bruce Willis it.
No. And I used to,
was-
and I used to listen to him sing at Planet Hollywood because I was part of that first wave of, actors that got called to promote those things. And his gig was, or his deal was that he would show up, but he got to play those venues with his band, And he was a pretty good singer. He's a pretty good singer. But the music it went all fucking night. And like the fourth hour, it's just like, dude, what is your set list?
It- Yeah.
So
I was friendly with him when he first came out here. Also, he used to love to hang out at the Improv.
Right.
When he was on Moonlighting.
Interesting, wow.
Because he was a New Yorker. And then the Improv, I think, made him feel at home. It was more of a New Yorky place.
Okay.
And he liked comics.
Okay.
So, we have some wonderful times. I have fond memories of him. That always struck me as a little bit of like, come on, it's like, don't be greedy.
Yeah.
Like you're doing amazing as an actor.
You're killing it with this thing.
Yeah,
There's
it's a
other
little-
people that kind of do that
Yeah,
other thing.
it was
lot
a
better.
vanity project.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Like somebody once said, I wish I remember who, I never remember who it was, said, when you first become a star, you get a year to act like an asshole. I think I may have taken 2.
How many did I get?
I don't have a calculator with me.
Yeah,
but,
no, I know,
But
I
you
know.
no, but you had lots of moments. People remember those times. But look, somebody showed up on the set of Wall Street, Platoon. All your big ones. All your
Yeah.
great ones.
Yeah, thank you.
Like somebody showed up ready
Yeah.
to do some real work.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And prepared and focused and on time.
I see there's a big, special. I think Kim Kardashian is doing it for Liz Taylor. She's got
I saw
a
promos
tribute.
for that. Yeah.
And I remember somebody saying when Elizabeth Taylor was certainly the butt of everybody's jokes, Joan Rivers was at the tip of the spear of that one. But she became a kind of a joke, in her later years. And somebody said, yeah, but it wasn't a joke to get 8 Oscar nominations.
Oof. Wow.
Somebody put in the work.
She took one home, I hope, eventually. Did
I don't-
you,
I mean,
Cleopatra or?
Well, definitely not Cleopatra.
No.
I don't think that was even.
The Monty Cliff film.
No, it's
something.
probably Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Okay.
That was.
That's probably it. Yeah.
She and Burton were amazing. in
Right.
that.
Okay.
Another one similar to you and your father on certain projects where, they played a married couple who had a love-hate relationship. So, I don't know if they needed to do a hell of a lot of.
Not a lot of research. Not a lot of research. No.
I think we just had to go action.
Yeah.
And, I don't even. But, it's an Edward Albee play, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. It's not for, I wouldn't show that to the kids at Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah.
But if you haven't ever seen that movie,
It's been years. It's been years.
It's spellbinding. And George Segal and Sandy Dennis as the other couple, the B story sort of, this other straight-laced couple that has to put up with this night with this crazy fighting